I'm super excited for what the future holds. This has been a learning experience for sure. Hello everyone, this is Chantal from Gardening with Peaceful Living NH, and I have been keeping a secret from you. It's super exciting. Let me take you over there and show you. I'm starting a nursery. So right now you are going to see me take the plants outside, and then I'm going to talk to you about the mistakes that I've done, what I've learned so far. I started this project in the winter of 2024, and then it went on into 2025. So I started it before Christmas because that's when I started to start my seedlings. I've started everything from seed this season, and I'll talk a little more about my plans for what's coming next for the next season. But I'm super excited about this, and I could hardly wait to share this with you. It's been really hard to keep this secret. I'm just gonna say that, and I have also kept this secret from everyone that I know. There are only a couple friends that know what I'm doing, and my husband. Also as well, of course, because he's the one that really encouraged me and pushed me to do this, and I'll talk a little more about that later. And also, even our family doesn't know that I'm doing this. I guess, well, my parents know, and that's all. So pretty soon I'm going to be sharing that secret with them, and once if they see this video, then they will know, but I'm not going to share it yet with them until everything's ready. And I think they'll be happy about that. I don't know, we'll see. Not everyone, unfortunately. Very few people that I know actually love gardening, and that is a very sad thing for me. But I've been trying to kind of make them like gardening over the years. We'll see what happens, we'll see. Petunias. I also forgot to mention that in this video we will be setting up the grow area for the nursery, and I'll take you along with me on that. So yeah, let's get going. This has been a learning experience for sure. I've done some mistakes and I have some successes, but I would say that I'm very proud of myself, even though I've done a lot of mistakes so far. But what learning process happens without any mistakes? Right now, you saw me bring out these plants, and I've been doing this over the period of several days whenever the weather is nice and we don't have any rain, because these plants are on trays, and I don't want to have to take them one pot at a time outside. That would just be horrendous. My kids did help me a little bit to bring them outside with the trays that kind of are not super heavy and do not wobble. So I've been getting my steps for sure. I'm hardening them off right now so that they will be ready for selling pretty soon. Let me give you just a quick look on some of the things that I have. I'm probably not going to show you the mistakes, but I'll show you the things that are doing okay. Right here we have some yarrow, some coreopsis, petunias that still need to be potted up and cut back. A lot of petunias right here. This is a variety of verbena. Some more petunias, gaura, hyssop, and anise hyssop mixed in because I mixed up the seeds, so now I just need to separate them. I know which one is which, so that's a pretty easy mistake to fix. Some alyssum right there, aster, some gourds, feverfew. These need to be potted up also. I think this is the Monarda tray. Yep, that's Monarda, and this smells so good. Whoa, the wind, bee balm, some more feverfew. Oop, and the bees are out. Veronica, some Veronica, and I think this is also a type of bee balm right here. And this one is Jupiter's beard. Some more Agastaki, big leaf basil, heucheras, some geranium, butterfly weed, cabbage, and some kale over there, and of course lamb's ear and some more Gara, more geranium right here. Right now I want to talk about some of the things that I've learned, not necessarily mistakes, but I think something that I would like to get better at, and that is fertilizing. I've been using organic fertilizer for myself for many years and I love it, but I think I was not using the right dosage. I was just kind of dumping some of it into the watering can and filling it up, and what I've noticed is that these plants don't have enough nitrogen on them. They look a little bit on the yellow side. So just today I started with measuring the fertilizer before giving it to them. I dedicated one of my jars, my canning jars, my precious canning jars, but that's okay. It's totally worth it. It's now for fertilizing. And I'm going to be using that to fertilize the plants. I use the Agro Thrive organic fertilizer. It's been working really well. Again, I just need to up the dosage a little bit. So one mistake that I've done so far, should I show it to you? Maybe I should. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you the mistake. This right here. This is salvia. They were growing really well. They were looking beautiful, but then they became leggy because I did not have a fan at the time. Although I always have a fan, with exception to that time, I was just being a little bit lazy and I was a little bit too late on putting up the fan. But because they were super leggy, I cut them back, and now I'm waiting for them to put on some growth and see if I'm going to be able to sell them or not. We'll see. You can see right here, some of them are starting to put on some growth. This one right here looks like it's doing okay, but they all look pretty much the same, pretty terrible. It's not completely a loss because I can still put them in my own garden and they will look beautiful, and whatever looks good, I will sell those. If anything does not look good, that's going to stay in my garden. And that kind of benefits me also because I do YouTube videos and I want my garden to look beautiful for you guys and give you inspiration. But with that in mind, what would I do different next year? I think that I will be putting a fan pretty early in the process, even during the germination process, because as soon as those seeds germinate, they have the tendency to get leggy if they don't have a fan on them. I should not be lazy about that. That's what I've learned. Even though I've been doing this for so many years, there's always something to learn. The next mistake that I've done, I think, I'm not exactly sure about this, I have a feeling, is that I planted too many things in my first season. But I'm not upset about this because a lot of the things that I've planted are perennials. So even though they might not look good this season, I want to grow them on for the next season so that I can sell them for a higher price next season, because the bigger pot, the higher the price can be. So these will be going in a specific location that I will show you once it's ready. The third mistake that I've done, I think, is that I've been treating all of these seedlings the same way, and I think I should not do that because some of them need to dry out a little bit between watering. Some of them should not dry out between watering, and I need to pay attention to that. Also, some of them need some acidity, so I need to give those that like acidic soil some soil acidifier so that they can green up a little bit more. So I would have to have a pH meter just to make sure that the soil acidity is the proper acidity for the plants that I'm growing. Like, for example, my lupins, they're not doing good at all because they don't like the acidity, and I think they're not getting enough fertilizer as well. And I believe that they need to dry out between waterings, and I haven't been letting them dry out between waterings. I think that's all the mistakes that I've done. So what would I do differently next season, considering that I'm going to have a lot more plants left to sell the next season, is that I will purchase plug. My focus is going to be a lot more on the flowers end of things and the trees. I want to provide that for our community over here. This has been a dream of mine for over 4 years, but I got pregnant and I delayed that dream until now. And this year my husband kind of pushed me into it. I was scared. I didn't want to do it because I just was worried about the amount of work. I homeschool, and I also have to take my kids to extracurricular activities. So there's a lot going on, and I have been doing all of this by myself. Sometimes the kids help me here and there with a few things that they are able to, but most of the work is on me. So I have to make sure that I have the time to do this and not neglect the kids' education. So that's super important for me. I forgot to show you something that does look good. I got some ageratum right here and some dahlias. I have more dahlias inside, but those need some treatment, so I left those inside. This tray right here is staying here for today, and some coleus right here. All this need to be potted up. I think another thing that I'm going to focus on next season is less is more. The less I have, the more I'm able to care for. That means they're going to come out better quality, and this is ultimately what I want. I want really healthy plants that look good, that you can take them into your garden and they're going to look really good for you, and you're just going to be happy with that. I'm not going to talk about my future plans. I'm going to keep those secret until I'm ready to share them, just because I'm not sure when they are going to happen. It all depends on how this first year goes and how the next year goes and all of that. But I'm excited, and I'm hoping that these plans will happen sooner than later. I will be looking to get a grant, a government grant for a greenhouse. I don't know exactly how these things work, so I need to do some research on that and figure that out. And I want to get a greenhouse just to make this process a lot easier on myself, because as you've seen, tons of plants taking in and out, that's a lot of steps, and that can be exhausting. And I want my body to stay healthy, and I want to be able to do this for many years from now, because this is a long-term plan for me. This is not something that I'm going to do for 1 season or 2 seasons and stop. This is my dream, it's my plan, and it's happening. The chickens are coming to check us out. They're so cute. Today the plan is to clear all this right here. This used to be a vegetable garden in here, so I had some landscape fabric to make them as paths, and last year we just let the chickens kind of roam around in here. A couple days ago I came and I put up this fence right here to separate this area. That's going to be the growing area for our nursery. We access the chickens from the barn door right there now. It's pretty windy today. I hope you guys can hear me fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this landscape fabric. We're going to toss it in the trash. Also, that pallet right there is going to be burnt. And this right here, this used to be on our deck, and I used them in the vegetable garden as paths also, and to block out some weeds along the edges. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these, and I'm actually going to use them to make some tables. I was thinking of using them to create a potting table, but the problem with that is that they're going to have gaps in between them, and then a lot of soil is just going to fall down in between those gaps. So what we are going to do instead for our potting table is I'm just going to use a big piece of plywood or something like that and turn that into a potting table. But for now, all we're going to do today is clear this up. I also have these poppies right here. This is Lady Lavender poppy that we are going to be transplanting. I'm going to ask the kids and see if they want them in their garden. If not, I'll have to find a place for them. They're nice. They're just red, and I don't like red in the garden, but the kids do, so I thought maybe they might like them in their garden. We'll see. And it's still cold enough where if I transplant them right now, I think they'll be okay. Usually poppies do not like to be transplanted because they have a taproot. So we're going to be clearing up all the landscaping fabric, and we're also going to try to level the area, sort of. Not exactly. I'm not going to do a lot of leveling. I just want to I don't want it to be bumpy, basically. I want to be able to put the flats down over here and not worry about the pots toppling over and such. I also want to remove any of the debris that's in here, like if there's any more sticks or stuff like that. I'm going to be clearing those up. And then we're going to be putting down some new fresh landscaping fabric covering up this whole area. I don't know if I can do that today. I don't think so. I think that's a lot of work in just one day, so I may have to do that on another day. But at least today we're just gonna clear this area up and get it ready to put the landscaping fabric in it. Thank you guys. Good job. Oh, your gloves are here.
Okay, fine, together.
Can you stand on it? Try standing. You're so light.
Okay, now I can. No, now I can.
Get up and push down.
Oh, okay, push down.
Good job. Got the poppies planted. I think they look pretty good in here. Yeah, the kids like them here. They wanted them here. Well, they wanted them in their garden. I thought this would be a good place for them. And we have some over here. Oh, I saw something growing and oh, there we go. I think there's Oriental lily right here. There's also some phlox. This is kind of a magenta blooming phlox, and the foliage on it is beautiful. We also have these dianthus that lasted from last year. Not all of them survived. This one is alive still. This one right here is pretty dead. So, but I think I can transplant some of the ones that seeded themselves in those spots. This one has to be cleaned up. We also, earlier in the spring planted a peony right here. I think it's in this area right there. And then in the back, we're going to be... They like to tease each other a lot. And then in the back right there, we are going to be planting some dahlias and some other things that the kids chose. So these will be blooming probably in the early summer, I think. The phlox will be blooming midsummer, mid to late summer, and the dianthus should be blooming also kind of in the late spring and all throughout summer. The peony, I'm not sure if it's going to make it. We'll see, because I bought that as a bare root and I put it out here super early while we were still having some hard frost. So we'll see if that's going to make it or not. If not, we'll just plant some zinnias or something over here in this section, depending what the kids want. But I think the poppies look pretty good. Look at it, it's looking so much better. The kids helped me so much. We cleaned up over here everything, all the debris, pulled up the mats. They also picked up a lot of the rocks that were here. This area right here is like a quarry. It's full of rocks. But look at this. They cleaned up so much. A lot of the stuff in the back is going to go to the dump, and I gotta clean up all that area right there and burn all that stuff in the back. Oh, actually, let's go this way. Here's a better view without all that junk in the back. It looks so much better. It's all leveled. I mean, level enough. I think there will always be some dips here and there because we don't have a machinery to fix it. So we did it all by hand, but I think for doing it all by hand, it looks pretty good. And then right here, I still have this thorn bush that I need to tackle. But I didn't have lunch yet. So I'm going to have lunch and make some dinner. Then I'm going to come back out here, cut back the thorn bush and put some stump color on it, and then I'm going to start laying down the landscaping fabric. Yay! It's so exciting. I've never been that excited about laying landscaping fabric down as much as I am today. I'm super excited about that. That's because I just need the area right here to be ready so that I can start putting the plants out here. They're not ready yet to be put outside completely. We're still going down into freezing temperatures, and I'm kind of a little worried about putting them outside fully. But our frost date is coming up. Our last frost date is coming up pretty closely. So I think pretty soon we should be okay in putting them outside, at least the perennials, because they can handle that kind of weather. You can see, I just showed you right now, we have a lot of perennials that are starting to peek through, like the phlox. The poppies are already up and they're thriving. Hopefully they'll thrive a little more over there, and I need to water them also after planting them. I haven't watered them yet. I shouldn't forget. But anyways, so I'm gonna go inside, have lunch, and come back over here, and I'll show you how everything looks like after I'm done. But before I forget, I do want to acknowledge the kids. They helped me so much, and I don't think I would have been able to do this without them. I'm super thankful for their help. They're really good kids, and I love them very much. So thank you. It's the second day. I've done a part of the area yesterday, and today we are going to finish it. I'm also wearing my sun hat and some sun protective clothing because the other day it was like 50 degrees and I still got a sunburn because the sun is so strong. So let me turn you around and show you what I've done yesterday, and then we're going to continue on today. So I did all of that yesterday. It's about almost halfway through. If I did one more, I think it would have been halfway through. I also left this part right here uncovered because I want to put a predator guard right here. What a predator guard is basically just some hardware cloth, and I will bury it under the soil going in this direction, this way, about just a few inches, so that if any predator tries to dig under the fence, they will not be able to go through. That hardware cloth is going to stop them. And the fence is all kind of bendy and all that. I was doing this by myself, and it's super tough metal. We had that on hand, so I just decided to use it. And it worked out perfectly, even though it doesn't look perfect. This is temporary anyways. We are going to be changing the area for the chicken coop and run and everything. We're going to put them in a completely different location, but for now, this is working. And I wanted to separate them from the plants so that they don't come here and devour my plants and dig through them and all that. I just wanted to show you something really quick before we start. Look at these, the crocus. They are so beautiful and they're so cute. This one right here is, oh, it's gorgeous. Look at the inside, how the stripes in there are just so beautiful. And it looks like they have kind of multiplied themselves in here. I don't think I planted that many, but they look really nice in here, don't they? And it looks like something is digging in here. I don't know what that is, but something dug in here. The crocus are still untouched though. But first, let's cut this rose. I have my loppers right here, and I also got the brush killer. I'm going to paint the stump with this stuff right here, or just basically pour it on it, because I don't have a brush with me, after I cut it you want to pour this stuff on it right after you make a fresh cut. This is not organic, but this right here is a Floribunda rose. It's very invasive, and I have found that most of the organic stuff do not take care of this type of invasive stuff that we have over here. So I'm just gonna use that and take care of it. Okay, done. I even leveled it. Now let's finish laying down the landscaping fabric. Grab my kneeling pad. I'm using right here the DeWitt Pro landscaping fabric. I found this to be the best landscaping fabric. I've tried other landscaping fabrics and all of them tend to fray a lot. They don't last for as long as this one lasts. This seems to last for forever and it's UV resistant. It allows the water to go through. It's really, really good quality. And I love it especially because it doesn't fray and because it lasts long. I'm also using right here the 6-inch galvanized staples, and you want to use galvanized staples if you're doing something like this, if you're laying down landscaping fabric and you want the landscaping staples to last you. The other ones that are not galvanized will rust and they will just deteriorate very quickly, and it will not hold your landscaping fabric for a long period of time in the ground. For me, I need this to hold on for hopefully many years until I have upgrades or whatever. Maybe I get a greenhouse or whatever it is. Then I will probably have to change the configuration in here and lay down some more landscaping fabric inside the greenhouse. But for now, this is what we're doing. And I'm also, I'm trying to line it up over here with this one on this side. And I want about 6 inches of overlap so that the weeds don't grow in between them. 6 to 4 inches, something like that. And I'm trying to make it all the way up against the fence. I'll cut the excess in here. I just want it to be a little bit of excess, about 1 inch or 2 over the fence, and then I'll cut all the excess. I want to make sure it's straight and it's all lined up, and then we'll do our cuts. I try to pull everything tight because we don't want to trip over this. There we go. And it's done! It's so exciting. The only part that's left is right here where I need to put the predator guard, but everything else is done. It took me several hours to finish this. Again, I did part of this yesterday, and then today I just finished more than half of it. So all of it basically is done. I'm gonna do this on another day because I'm exhausted. I need to go have lunch. I haven't had lunch yet and it's pretty late. I skipped it basically. And I need to make dinner, and then I'm going to work on the opposite side, which I'm not gonna show you again because it's pretty embarrassing, and try to clean up whatever I can. It's going to be the display area. I'll give you updates when that happens. when everything is ready and set and the plants are here. But the reason why we have all this junk over there is because the dumpster or the transfer station is only open on Wednesday for very few hours, and our days have been full. We go to co-op, and then my kids have robotics club same day, and I cannot basically just take the time to do that. Now, though, things are kind of slowing down. Our co-op is almost done. We have just a few things left, and we only have one meet in robotics, and then we are done for the year. So I can take the stuff to the transfer station finally and clean up that area and get it ready for to be the display area for the nursery. I'm also going to be making some tables. I might show you that as well. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know. This is going to be basically my first time making a table, but I'm just going to slap them together. I don't care whether they're, you know, perfect or not. I just need them to be somewhat structurally sound so that I can just get them together and put stuff on them. That's all I need. But I'm pretty excited. This is done, almost done. And I'm super excited for what the future holds. I still need to get my license. I will get my license. I'll apply. I probably should apply right now. I'm going to be putting some perennials in here very soon because they can handle the cold weather. Our last frost date is not until basically Memorial Day. It's going to be like May 20th or something like that usually, our last frost day. So we still have quite a few weeks, but I think some of the perennials can handle this weather as long as we don't have hard frost. I'm not going to be putting anything online yet on my website. I need a lot of the plants to grow on so that I can pot them up into bigger containers. And I also need to pot up my annuals. I think that in the beginning, I'm only going to be just selling local over here because I need to set things up on my website, and I just want to make sure that the plants are looking good and all that so that I can ship healthy plants to anyone that will buy them online. If you want to be notified as soon as the plants are up on my website, then you should subscribe to my email list. I don't spam you. I actually don't really have the time to create emails and send them out to people. I want to be able to send information and good and things that are going to be beneficial for anyone that subscribes to my email list probably once a month, but I honestly haven't had the time to do that. And maybe I will do that in the future, but for now I'm just going to use it to update you guys and let you know if there's anything new on the website or once the plants are ready to be sold online. So if you want to make sure that you're going to be one of the first people that will know that will be purchasing these plants, then you got to sign up to my email list. I will put a link to the sign up link. I will put a link to the sign up link to my email list down in the description box below, as well as in the comment section below. I will be updating you guys on this journey, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!